Yo, what's up guys? Marty Grisani here. Welcome back to the channel where today we're going to talk about fix and flips and wholesales, right? I'm going to give you some formulas as well. I'm running out of ink here, so I'm going to put this up in the video up here so you can kind of see the formulas and kind of what we're talking about. So number one strategy that has helped us, quit our jobs and live the life that we want to live is Matt and I, we do a lot of fix and flips. Okay, so we probably do about 20 to 30 a year right now with ideas of expansion into other communities. But anyways, for today, we're gonna talk about what we do and how we find and how we do a fix and flip deal. So the first thing with fix and flip, and we'll get to wholesale in just a second, is the formula that we use for a fix and flip. And I have our number one agent in Rochester, one of the biggest parts of our team, Matt's wife, Amber, and she comes up with really what's called our net sheet. So it's gonna tell us what we should be making after a deal has been done. So for instance, I'll give you an example on this deal that we did on 39 Norcrest. So 39 Norcrest, we came into it with what we wanted to do is buy it. And again, we always bring a wholesaler's mindset to things. And when I told you about that was, we're looking for 40, 50, 60 tops percent of ARV when we buy things. That's just the way we like to do things, okay? Because we know that you can, so you might as well. So, but traditionally, the fix and flip formula is 70%, okay, divided by the ARV minus repairs equals what your offer should be, okay? So 70% of your ARV, so let's just say the ARV, but let's just say it's 100 divided by 70, because in that 70, why 70, right? Well, in that 70 is your profit, okay? So that's your profit. And you deserve profit because you're taking the risk of buying, you're taking the time it takes. For us, it's anywhere from 3 to 8 months from start to finish to flip a property because in New York, it's a brutal attorney state. So it takes about 60 to 75, 80 days to close on things, right? It's super crazy. But in other states, you should be able to close very quickly. So that might change for you. But so now you're at, 70%. So now that house, I have to get that, that's ARV is 100 for 70. Well, not quite yet. I also need to minus my repairs. And typically our repairs are, let's just say 35,000. So now I need to get a purchase price at, but anyways, we should get that property for 45,000. And that's what we did here. That's what we did here with 39 Norcrest. So sometimes in hot markets, you can hit what's called a slam dunk grand slam, right? So we bought this property for 45, but we put into it about $90,000, okay? It needed everything, but it was in a great area. So I'm gonna give you guys this net sheet if you want it. You can just hit me up for it. But it allows you to really see exactly how much it's going to cost. So when you buy the house for $45,000, and again, when we first ran the numbers, we weren't anticipating a sales price of $250 or $250,000. We were anticipating maybe about 170, right? So it went over quite a bit, right? So that we were able to get in that, that 6-figure profit margin, which is not unheard of. It may not happen your first time, but they're there all day long, okay? In every market, and especially Rochester being a smaller, tougher market to do 6 figures. But if you're in Phoenix, if you're in anywhere in Florida, I feel like, or California, 6-figure flips is pretty standard, right? But here, not so much. Anyways. Maybe that's just a mental thing. Maybe we should be doing $1 million flips, whatever. All right. So we bought for 45. All right. We put in 90. So now, we got 90,000 in repairs. So we're at 135,000 total. So we're at $135,000 total in, cost and repair. Now, of course, you got closing costs that you want to take in consideration, right? And you also want to take in consideration some of the biggest fees is when you go to sell. So if we listed it at 170 for a profit of around 30K, that's kind of what we were thinking. Anytime we go into a property, anytime we look at a flip, we really want to make about $30,000, okay? Because we're splitting it, and there's there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of risk, there's a lot of time, right? So $30,000 is really, if it's not 30, then it's not worth it for us. That's just where we are right now. Maybe it is, if you're making 15, that's worth it for you, great. But for us, for where we are, it needs to be at least $30,000 for us to, keep going with it. So $30,000. Now, when it goes way over, all right, then good things are happening. But the big things you want to look at are, you got the realtor fees when you go to sell, which is going to be 6%. So those fees are going to be a big part in your fix and flip, right? You got to make sure that you're working with a good realtor. Maybe you can get them down a bit, but honestly, pay the 6%. Okay, just pay the 6% because the realtors do a lot of work. All right, especially our realtor, Amber. She's also a partner in the business, and she's a huge part because she's doing a lot of the interior decorating, the buying, the designing. I mean, she's not getting paid enough probably. But so anyways, that's our fix and flip numbers. Okay, I have a net sheet here that kind of breaks it all down, and you can kind of plug it in if you'd like to. So that's what we want to talk about at least today with our fix and flip numbers and how that works.